You talked about Allen Iverson. He was the toughest person you've ever played.
He was the most competitive player on face. Oh, no question.
What? Really?
Oh, my God. He was relentless. He'd attack from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. And it's a player that I always had to pay attention to. So he always had me on my toes. And there's not another player that did that. He kept coming.
Unbelievable shot by Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson right down the pipe.
Since Iverson is feeling it now.
But you are helpless when AI has it going on.
We start the season off 10-0, and we have a great season. Great season. Bubba Chuck is phenomenal. Going to practice. He was doing everything he had to do in Larry Brown's world.
It's just important for you to just, hold your own, man. Just work hard on everything, that you want out of life. If it's basketball or anything else, just work hard at it and, hopefully something good will come out of it.
Not a lot of people win that MVP. That's when you're the best.
In the world.
The best of the best.
In the world.
Talk about that special feeling, being named MVP of the league in 2001.
It was a tribute to everybody that helped me accomplish that. You know what I mean? My girl, my kids, my family, my friends, my teammates, my coaches, the training staff, everybody that helped me accomplish that, they deserve praise too, man.
Not only are we in the playoffs our third year, my year, Allen's third year, then the fourth year, and we get eliminated the second round, both times by that ugly team in yellow, Indiana Pacers. And now it's the fifth year. Not only do we beat Indiana the first round.
Sleight of hand by Allen, goes behind the back and hits.
Once he figured us out, it was like you would think you would have him contained, and then you would look at the box score and he'd have 30 points.
This is one of my most memorable, did I say that right? How you say it? Memorable, whatever, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna remember this game.
Then Toronto at 7.
Iverson for the lead. Yes! 52 points for Iverson.
And then Milwaukee in 7.
Allen Iverson exploding here in Game 7.
The 76ers are the Eastern Conference champions, and they're going to Tinseltown.
Damn right. Damn right, baby. G.O.A.T, I love you, man.
1, 2, 3.
Now we're going to Hollywood. It was proof positive that Allen Iverson is and can create dreams that come true.
Y'all got to the finals.
Yeah.
Talk about that team when you started looking on paper. People didn't understand there were not a lot of big names.
So
yourself, Dikembe. Talk about what
that's a name.
That's enough, huh?
Yeah,
But talk about what you guys accomplished with that group to get to the finals.
I was the killer, and they took up for all my weaknesses. Defensively, obviously.
When you talk about leadership on the court, I think AI was right up there. He knew his place. Yes, did he take risk and go for the steal as opposed to the Michael Jordan-esque defense? But then he had guys like Aaron McKee and Eric Snow and George Lynch, who were defensive mavericks. They knew what Allen did. Let him do it.
Yeah, I could play the passing lane, and I could lead the league in steals every year, whatever. But I don't know good defensive player on the ball. You know what I mean?
Why are you smiling? So you're admitting it's the truth.
They know it. My teammates know it. You know what I mean? But all of that I couldn't do, they made up for that. And all of that they couldn't do, I made up for it. So that's what made us a great team. That's what made Billy King a great general manager, because he put the people around me for us collectively to be successful.
You know, it was
It was like the perfect storm. It was the perfect group of guys who could play with a talent like Allen.
He was the guy. He was the guy. If we played, 4 games in 5 nights, he always had energy. And that's the one thing about him. He was our rabbit. And he came out, and he knew he was the headliner, and he embraced it, and he loved it, and we just followed his lead.
You look at what he had to work with, and you look at how far he got, I think you can almost narrow it down to one game. That first game against the Lakers in the finals, and here you have a team that was a literal juggernaut. I mean, they beat everybody. They hadn't lost a game in the playoffs.
Let's get dirty. Let's get dirty.
We knew what we were up against. We were up against the Lakers. We were up against Shaquille. We was up against Kobe, and the best team in the league.
That first game was certainly a defining moment for Iverson and the Sixers.
Iverson against Tyrone Lue. Baseline right, he backs up, he fires 2 ball. Got it again! He's way too good! He steps around Lue and drilled it!
He's just too good!
I played good defense. He went to shoot the basketball. I contested it, and then when I turned around and looked, I kind of stepped backwards and I fell down, and he stepped over me, and they made a big deal out of it. But, just having a chance and opportunity to guard one of the NBA's greats was a big thing for me.
Here's Allen Iverson, little 6-foot Allen Iverson, 5'10", bringing his team to L.A., and they beat the Lakers in L.A. in Game 1 of the finals.
Sixers shocked the world with a Game 1 victory here over the world champion Los Angeles Lakers.
And at the end, we all excited, jumping around, and we happy to win Game 1. And he just kind of looked me in the eyes and grabbed me and said, man, we're going to win this series. Calm down.
We ain't do nothing yet. We got a long way to go.
Iverson was incredible in that game. You know what I mean? He put the Sixers into that position. They shocked the Lakers, but then LA responded.
Time has run out on the 76ers. And that'll do it. Back-to-back titles for the Los Angeles Lakers.
In his mind, he felt like we had enough to be able to beat those guys.
I truly believe we would have beaten the Lakers if we'd have been healthy. But you don't get to the finals, you don't get to play against a team as great as the Lakers unless you have a great player like Allen Iverson. He made everybody around him better.